Hi, I'm Brad Sugars and these are the Business Basics. Welcome. Today what we're actually going to look at is part of our delivery mastery. It's called service mastery. You know, when we look at the 4 areas of mastery, or mastery depending upon where you're from, you know, we look at these areas and we think that, gee, delivery mastery is a majorly important one. And service mastery is one of the 4 areas of delivery mastery that's going to give us great results or kill us off in business. You know, when we look at service mastery, it's about getting from chaos to control, where we get predictable, consistent delivery of our service to every single customer. Now, why do we want to do this? Well, let's take a look at the emotional bank account. What we're looking at here is a very simple thing. Human beings have a relationship with a business. Now, they don't relate to the business overall, they relate to the people within the business. And if the people within the business are good, then they believe they've had good customer service. If the people are bad, they believe they've had bad customer service. Now, how do they relate that? Well, it's pretty simple. The emotional bank account is going to have deposits and withdrawals. You're going to put money in or you're going to take money out, or you're going to put emotions in or take emotions out. Now, every time you give someone a great service experience, you're obviously putting in great emotions into their emotional bank account. Your deposits are very high. Every time you give them a bad customer service experience, then you're going to take a withdrawal out. Now, here's the challenge. If the first time they ever came and did business with you was an emotional withdrawal, you're never going to get them back. Does that make sense? Because they need to have deposits. See, if you've given them great service time and time and time again, and then you mess something up, then generally they're going to be a little more forgiving because you've deposited into their emotional bank account many times. You know, and it doesn't take big things to deposit in emotional bank accounts. Usually it's the smallest of small things. A simple note on their birthday. A simple thank you card when they left your store and made a major purchase. A box of chocolates for paying their bills on time. These are not major things. These are small things that when they add up to very big things. One of the great teachers on business, a dentist, my dentist back in home in Australia, Dr. Paddy Lund, wrote a great book called Critical Non-Essentials, what he called CNEs. You know, things that are critical but they're not essential to doing great business with your customers, making sure they feel special in your environment, in your business, making sure they feel that they're getting a great deal and they're well respected and they're well deserved. You know, the stats have been around for a long time that 70-odd% or 80-odd% of people leave because of what they perceive as perceived indifference. In other words, they thought you didn't care. If a customer believes you don't care, they're going to leave. It's pretty simple that way. And that's really what we're saying. Make more deposits in their emotional bank account and look at how you can set your business up so it makes more deposits on a regular basis, a consistent basis, into the emotional bank accounts of your customers. Now, in order to do that, we've got to design our business right. This is a very important aspect. So, I want you to take a look at this chart. We've got different levels of customers. All of us have it. We have A-grade customers, B-grade customers, C-grade and D-grade customers. The challenge is, for many of us, we spend far too much time trying to satisfy the D-grade customers. You know them, don't you? In fact, you probably know one by name. These are the people that complain, they whinge, they never feel they've gotten the best service, they always want a discount, they always pay late, you know, they return product merchandise. These are the sorts of people that, in essence, we really should not be doing business with. Because when you basically add it all up, the D-grade or dead customers should be sacked. They do not make you a profit. In the long run, they actually cost you profit because you're too busy serving them to serve the good customers within your business. So, D-grade have to leave. C-grade customers, now, if you sat down and made a list and said, okay, here's my list. These are the 10 or 11 things that describe an ideal customer for me. Pay their bills on time. Give us good referrals. You know, happy and pleasant to deal with. These are the ideal traits of an ideal customer. Now, an A-grade customer has obviously got all or a majority of them. A B-grade has got several of them. A C-grade has got very, very few of your ideal customer traits. Now, what needs to happen with them? We don't want to sack them as customers, but we want to write them a letter that advises them of the way that we do business and lets them know that if they want to keep doing business with us, it'll be under these terms. Now, why do we want to do that? Well, we want to keep some C-grade. We want to train them to be B-grade customers and maybe even A-grade customers at some point in time. The fact remains, the reason they're C-grade customers is because you let them be that way. If you've allowed them to pay their bills late, if you've allowed them to treat you with disrespect or allowed you to work a way of getting discounts that they really shouldn't have, If you've let that happen with your customers, you need to retrain them so they become better customers. And I know, but Brad, we can't get rid of customers. That's not a way to do it. You can get rid of non-profitable customers. You're going to deal with just the profitable customers, not the non-profitable customers. Now, taking a look at that, B-grade customers are good customers. They're our steady, loyal customers. They're never going to be our top 20%. They're never going to be the big spenders. They're never going to be those. But these are our great basic customers. These are our bread and butter. Some of them may grow up to be great A-grade customers at some point in time. But these are our bread and butter. They're good business. They're good people to do business with. They like us. They like our product or service. They're not maybe the best of customers, but they're good, solid customers that we need to design for. Now, why do I bring this up? You want to design your business to do emotional bank account deposits and give great service to your B and A grade customers. You don't want to be giving great service to a C or a D grade customer. They don't want to be around in great service. You want to be giving it to the people that deserve the great service. So then we come to our A grade, our awesome customers. These are our best customers that we have. These are the ones that pay, they stay, they say, they tell other people about us. Simply put, let's take a look at it. They go into our Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule. You know, we know who the 20% are, and if you don't, you better quickly go and find this out. Grab your coach and go and work this out. Who are, by name, the 20% of customers that are your best customers, the 20% that bring you 80% of your revenue? The moment you find out who these people are, on those days, that's the time when you're going to really start doing great business, because you can design your service strategies, your customer service strategies around those people, giving your A-grade customers the best results, the best service, and the best experience at doing business with you. You know, service in business is talked about all too often. It's thrown about. Very simply put, unless you can measure an emotional bank account deposit, unless you can realise whether a customer is an A grade or a B grade and you know the results you're getting for them and you're giving that top 20% the best service possible, then service is still just fluffy. We need to make it more finite. We need to get better results from it. Make sure you're giving great service to your customers so that you can get a great foundation for your business moving forward when we really start marketing it and building a great solid return of new customers into the business. I'm Brad Sugars, and these are the Business Basics.